Did you know that the reason why people remain poor is the same fear of failure, the same financial ignorance, daily bad habits, and falling into the employee system? If this is your situation, you have to check out the tremendous lessons from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad because, just like me, they will open doors to a world you didn't know. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of this book, reveals different perspectives on money based on his experience growing up with two fathers. One, his biological father, whom he considered poor, and the other, his best friend's father, whom he considered rich. Living with both parents, Kiyosaki realized that wealth often depends more on actions than income. That's why he concluded that the most important thing to acquire wealth is to change our attitude and beliefs about money. Based on this conclusion, today I want you to reflect on the 20 lessons from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad so you can find the financial prosperity you are seeking. So don't miss any, as by the end of the video, you'll realize that the chip you've always had in your mind will change completely. Lesson number 1. Don't work for money. Make money work for you. Most people work to survive, and when they have economic problems, they seek or demand a salary increase or choose to find another job with a higher salary. Having another job, working harder, and thinking that a salary increase will solve your financial problems, in most cases, is not the right solution. Furthermore, many people aspire to go to college, get good grades, and land a job in a big company, a secure job, out of fear of not being able to pay their bills. They fear being fired and fear not having enough money. Fear of starting from scratch. This is one of the main reasons why people always live in poverty. In contrast, the rich understand this key very well. That's why, instead of working hard as slaves to money, they make money work for them. They do this by creating assets that generate monthly income without involving their time and effort. Lesson number 2. The greatest wealth is your financial education. The rich father told Robert an interesting phrase. Money is financial intelligence. It's lost quickly. This phrase is so genuine because you see so many people handling their money with total wastefulness that after spending it, they regret not saving. Although this is mainly due to a lack of financial education. For example, people who win the lottery, receive an inheritance, or make money in a game of chance are often seen without anything or worse off than they were initially. This happens because their minds lack financial control, order, or programming to invest and manage their finances properly. Consequently, they spend everything they have unconsciously. If you educate yourself and learn the money game, even without having a large capital, you will see opportunities everywhere. You will have the confidence that you possess enough knowledge to do more with less. You will know how to solve financial problems. And most importantly, you will understand how to multiply and generate income. Lesson number 3. Work to learn, not to earn money. Kiyosaki worked for several years in different areas of his rich father's company. But his focus was not primarily to earn money but to learn different skills. He understood that by learning accounting, sales, marketing, investment, or legislation, he would have a clear understanding of how businesses work. Once he learned everything and decided to embark on his own path, he quit the company. His father, dismayed, asked him why he did it if he was earning well, had health insurance, many benefits, and even possibilities of promotion. Kiyosaki responded, "I have all that, but I'm not financially free, and I can't grow my earnings limitlessly as I would like." Many times, we see job opportunities only as a means to earn money when we could view them as an opportunity to learn and apply that learning for our benefit. Lesson number 4. You must know the difference between an asset and a liability. These two terms are key to achieving financial freedom, and you must understand them perfectly. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, such as a house, an apartment, a physical or virtual business that works without your presence, stocks that generate profits, or anything else that works without needing your effort and generates money month after month. On the other hand, a liability is an obligation or debt that takes money out of your pocket, such as the debt for your new cell phone, the car loan, installment purchases with credit cards, or any debt with a bank. The tremendous difference between a rich person and a poor person is that the rich invest their money in assets that allow them to generate more money. In contrast, the poor only think about acquiring liabilities where the money they spend never returns. Kiyosaki states that the only way the rich acquire liabilities is when their assets have generated profits, and they use these profits to buy the liabilities they desire. If you want to be in the circle of rich people, focus on using your money to acquire assets. Never forget this. Lesson number 5, minimize your expenses as much as possible. If you reduce your liabilities, you will be doing the best behavior to take care of your money. People who suffer from a lack of money do so because of the amount of expenses they make or the debts they usually fall into. Also, as you focus on reducing your expenses, Kiyosaki recommends that you also focus on increasing your income. Lesson number 6, create your own business. The majority of people worldwide were programmed to study, find a job, and work their whole lives until their retirement. At the time of their retirement, they end up tired, stressed, and worse, without money. If you realize this, it's not a good option to live peacefully and happily. For this reason, Kiyosaki recommends creating a business, but not a business that depends on you all the time. Instead, create a business that you can manage and that does not require your presence to function. He says that if you have to work there, it's not your business, it's your job. So if you want to improve your life, this should be your goal. Create assets that work without your presence. Lesson number 7, reinvest your earnings. Many people, when they have a business, as soon as they generate profits, go and buy a car, a good TV, expensive clothes, or luxuries that improve their lifestyle. This is the worst thing you can do, as you stagnate your business. Or worse, you can lead it to bankruptcy. Kiyosaki advises that the ideal way to become a prosperous person is to manage your money in the best possible way. And a good option to do this is to reinvest your earnings. That is, the profits from your assets must produce more assets so that with those other profits, you can create more assets and thus continue the cycle until you become rich. Lesson number 8. Luxuries are the last thing you should spend on. One of the reasons why people stay poor is that they earn their salary or generate income in their business and indulge in spending that money on vacations, cars, jewelry, and so many luxuries that, as a result, they end up in debt and with nothing in their pockets. Then, they continue working and repeat the process, which Kiyosaki calls the rat race. You must understand that rich people buy luxuries later with the fruits of their assets. For example, Kiyosaki says that his wife Kim bought a luxury car, but after 4 years, as a reward for managing her money correctly and generating good profits in her assets. Lesson number 9, pay yourself first. A savings lesson that Kiyosaki mentions in his book is to pay yourself first. This means that, before spending on your fixed expenses and bills, you must first set aside 10% of what you earn for yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean that with those 10%, you're going to go and indulge in luxuries and desires. Instead, those savings should be used to create businesses or take advantage of any investment opportunity. Lesson number 10, learn to invest. A golden piece of advice that Kiyosaki gives us is never to allow our savings to be lost in an investment we don't know. Therefore, learning to invest involves not trusting charlatans, people without results, or those who paint you great profits. These are the worst. For this reason, every time you're going to invest your money, inform yourself well, understand the business, and study the possibilities of profit and loss. Lesson number 11, if you want to make money, you will have to take risks. Kiyosaki says you should not be afraid to take risks and make mistakes. It is in mistakes and failures where you learn the most. Remember that you must have won, even when you lose. Poor people are poor because of the fear of losing. So they never have anything. In contrast, rich people understand that in profit, there is always a possibility of loss. That's why every time they fail, they see the positive side to start from scratch with new learning. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this. If you want to start your own business and can't think of what to do, here are some ideas you can consider before starting. Until the next video,